The future of net zero carbon is an investment opportunity. Carbon capture has been proposed to be a key technology for achieving net zero emissions by the Biden administration. Fuel cell energy captures carbon dioxide to produce electricity in fuel cells. Fluor builds carbon sequestration projects that remove carbon from the atmosphere. NRG Energy captured carbon dioxide for enhanced oil recovery. Let's dive in. Here are the 3 carbon capture stocks actually capturing carbon. Welcome to Timely Investment Research. With the world trying to reach net zero carbon emissions, carbon capture stocks have taken center stage. Not only that, the Biden administration has already pledged $3.7 billion to help kickstart the industry and achieve climate objectives. However, in order to achieve those objectives, carbon capture will need to prove itself profitable. Without profit, carbon capture can't create a virtuous cycle of growth and development. Carbon capture is the process of removing carbon dioxide and either using it for something else or sequestering it. But sequestration is difficult, and carbon dioxide has proven less useful than advocates had wished. Thus, a successful carbon capture stock needs to have a strong vision of what they can accomplish profitably. And that means understanding both the science and economics of carbon. While many companies talk about carbon capture, very few actually do it. By contrast, these are genuine carbon capture stocks that actually capture carbon. If the carbon capture industry proves its value, you'll want to bet on the doors, not the talkers. So here's 3 carbon capture stocks to keep on your radar. Number 1. Fuel Cell Energy. Fuel Cell Energy sells, leases, and maintains fuel cells for producing electricity. While many of us learned that hydrogen and oxygen combine to produce water and energy, Fuel Cell Energy has an added twist for capturing carbon. In order to obtain hydrogen, Fuel Cell Energy combines methane with carbon dioxide at ultra-high temperatures. That hydrogen is then used to produce electricity in fuel cells. Because carbon dioxide is a necessary ingredient, Fuel Cell Energy thinks its carbon capture process can be profitable. It's important to realize that this process produces carbon dioxide just as much as it consumes it. But the produced carbon dioxide is in a state that makes it easier to sequester instead of releasing it into the atmosphere. For first quarter of 2023, Fuel Cell Energy reported an operating loss of $22.4 million and cash equivalents of $315 million. Their total revenue was $37 million, of which Advanced Technologies, which includes carbon capture, was $4.4 million. However, Advanced Technologies did show 10% growth from first quarter 2022. If Fuel Cell Energy is right, then their technology can lead to net zero carbon dioxide production when using methane as an energy source. However, the carbon dioxide still needs to be sequestered, or it just gets released back into the atmosphere. Fuel Cell Energy also needs to show it can turn a profit. But its Advanced Technologies revenue shows growth, and it has plenty of runway with its cash on hand. If Fuel Cell Energy can meet these challenges, it can win big in the net zero future. Number 2. Fluor. Fluor is an engineering and construction company making its own play in the carbon capture market. It was recently tapped by Carbon Capture, privately held, to help build a facility to remove carbon dioxide directly from the air. Dubbed Project Bison, this complex will sequester the carbon dioxide in deep saltwater aquifers beneath Wyoming. Unlike Fuel Cell Energy, Project Bison won't directly make money by using carbon dioxide. Instead, it hopes to sell carbon credits to other companies, getting them to pay it to sequester carbon. Only California currently requires companies to participate in a cap-and-trade carbon market. But if such a strategy goes national, it can be a boon to Project Bison and its backers. Fluor is a major construction company, with $13.7 billion in revenue and $427 million in earnings in fiscal year 2022. Carbon capture, part of their energy solutions segment, is just a small piece of that pie. But it can grow substantially if demand for carbon offsets increases. Because Fluor's carbon capture system doesn't directly monetize the carbon, it is in many ways a bet on the regulatory environment. If more governments follow California in requiring carbon offsets, that could mean more demand for schemes like Project Bison. That in turn would mean more awards for Fluor. But even if such regulations don't materialize, Fluor is still in a relatively safe position with its other revenue sources. Keep a lookout for more state governments to require carbon offsets that could make Fluor a hot topic in the near future. Number 3. NRG Energy. NRG Energy is a case study in the perils and profits of carbon capture. It is a classic carbon-intensive power company selling electricity from oil, coal, and gas. But their Petronova plant was built as a free market solution to carbon dioxide. They would use carbon dioxide to extract oil. In 2016, NRG's Petronova system first came online. It captured carbon dioxide waste from NRG's coal power plant and sent it via pipes for enhanced oil recovery. Because the carbon dioxide was directly used in profitable oil production, NRG claimed that it also boosted their bottom line. However, in 2022, NRG sold the Petronova project to Japanese firm Eneos for a small percentage of what they paid for it. NRG cited falling oil prices and rising costs associated with the project. However, their briefings still proudly claim that they will continue to pursue carbon capture solutions like Petronova. With 2022 total revenue of $31.5 billion and earnings of $2 billion, they can continue to pursue carbon capture solutions for years to come. And future energy regulations may even force them to. Thanks for spending some time with us today, Timely Investment Research. We're so glad you did. If you found value in today's video, please give us a like, hit that bell icon to never miss an upload, and hey, don't forget to subscribe.